YouTube, what up, man? I've been waiting on how long to drop a YouTube video. I just been looking at other people drop videos, man, and I've been saying, dang, when I'ma drop one. Let me get into it. Let me see what the hype about. Well, here I am. I'm finna bring y'all the most upfront, behind the scenes of the trucking industry. By the way, my name is Demetrius. My last name is Rich. And as you can see right now, I'm doing this late night driving, man. Crazy or shit. Some drivers like it, some drivers don't. But I'm finna introduce myself. Y'all already know my name. I'm out of Mississippi, Meridian at that. And I'm 23. I went to a school called Meridian Community College. That's common sense. I ain't want to go on with a company, sign a contract where I got to stay with them for a year. So I decided not to do that. Get my own license on my own. And basically, if I don't like that company, I can leave without having to pay nothing back. So, there was a company called Howard Transportation. They're a flatbed company. They haul transformers to these different power places. I did that for like about 3 months. But as I was going, went through training my trainer. Hey, shout out to that trainer though. He gave me the ropes, the ins and the outs. And not to mention, as soon as I got in his truck, he said protect your license at all costs. That was the first thing came out of his mouth. Protect your license at all costs, and I'm with the shits. And I was like, at the time, I don't know what he means, like, I'm with the shits. And then when he said protect your license at all time, I asked him what you mean. He broke it down to me. He was like, that's your license. You decide if you want to take a load or you decide you don't. Protect your license at all costs. If someone that truck in the trailer, you don't have to drive that truck or pull that trailer. But like, y'all getting the point. Protect your license at all costs. Shout out to that train. But back to the main point, man. He taught me the ropes in and out. He told me he throwing a fastball straight down the plate, and it's up to you to hit it. And I hit every last one of them because he kept it real from the get-go. Back to it. I'm from Meridian Community College. I went to Howard Transportation. Not a bad company, they're a good starter company. But sometimes they'll get you. Like for me, it didn't work out for me. I get bored easily. Don't see me just on one way and I have to come back home. Nah. I want to, know what I'm saying, do about 4 to 5 loads a week, then come home. Don't send me up and expect me to go up and come back, up and come back that same week, up and come back and get another load to go back up the same way I just came from and potentially drop off at the same places. No, I don't want to do that. And then if I come back and it's on like a Thursday or something, or a Wednesday, it ain't no chance that I'm gonna get home on Friday. It might be Saturday that I get home. So no. Okay, I decided in my mind that I'm finna switch companies. My last load, I was coming out of, I wanna say, South Carolina or something. No, I'm coming out of Georgia. Heading to Tallahassee to pick up some tanks to bring home. As I'm in the route to do that, I called my fleet manager for that company and told him, hey, this is my last ride. He was like, send in a message on people Nick, which is the trim of the E-Law thing. In my head, I'm saying, like, why I gotta do that? I just told you that, you know what I'm saying, this is my last ride, on ride. Why I gotta send them a message? So, I just gone ahead and sent it in. That same day, I went home. Got up there, packed up all my stuff out the truck, and was out that truck took like 2 weeks off after that. I took 2 weeks off. But before I quit, I had TMC. I was decided to go to TMC. I gave them a set date that I was gonna come to them. I went to them, and following after my 2 weeks was up, because I wanted to get some time at home, get myself refreshed and rejuvenated. Went up there to Des Moines out. That's like, I want to say the main terminal, but then again I don't, because we got another one in Brownsburg, Indiana. And when I say the Brownsburg terminal it's good, hey, that one great. But I went to the main terminal in Des Moines. By me having experience already. Now hold up, before y'all say I didn't go with a train. Before anybody say anything, I had experience. You guys don't have experience in order to get in your truck that same week. So I got in my truck that same week. Got me a plate of steel plates, and I was on my way home. I made it home Saturday morning. Would have been Friday, but I got on, finished my paperwork with the truck, checked out the truck and everything, made sure everything was good. I did that, rocking and rolling. Took some plates down to Tennessee and picked up some shingles to go on your roof. Picked that up, and they supposed to go to Florida. So as they going to Florida, they give me the time to go home for the weekend. Went home, and as you start a new company, they want to see can you handle certain stuff. So mostly my first 5 loads, all thing I was doing was lumber and shingles. Until then, after that, I guess I proved to my fleet manager that I can do these loads. So after that, 3 loads, you might say I was getting mixed up with anything and everything. And I'm living. And this in the end, they let me eat. I'm getting some real dollars over there. I wish I would have came to this company before. Fresh out of school, I should have came straight up. I would have been, I would have been in my own truck right now. Like on the operator type of truck. That's how much money you can make over here if you hustle. There is a performance percentage, paid by percentage. But it's not just a flat percentage. You gotta work for the percentage. If you can't work for that, you still gonna be at 27 or 28. You gotta work. We top off at 34% performance. And right now I'm at 30. I'm trying to get to 34. That's the highest. That's the highest match level you can get to. And that's what I'm trying to get to. I've been hustling, grinding, getting it in. Because if you hustle and you making 34% below, and you getting a low grocery, y'all add it up, man. Say a load paying $2,400 to the truck, and you getting 34% of that. You do the math. Okay. So I'm running until they bring me to a TQM class. It basically just a rundown class teaching you. They basically bring you in the class and telling you how can you get more money. What company you know telling you how breaking down their own system and telling you how can you get money and how can you get more money. I was like, that made me fall in love with TMC. They brought me into the class and they broke everything down of how I can make more money with them. I'm like, alright, cool. I take it in put it in my head. Like, hey, okay, since they telling me this is something I want, this is the company I want to be with. They telling me how can I get more money. Shout out to the trainer coordinator. I think he's a trainer driver coordinator. Shout out to Mark Sickmiller. I want to say I said it right. He's the go-to guy. When I first started, he checked on me every Friday to make sure I'm living and asking me, how can I get more money? How can I, you know what I'm saying? How can I make everything better for me? And I told them, just give me these loads. You gonna put, when they put it on me, I'm gonna get it gone. That's my saying, man. Man, my homeboy was talking about that. I just go out the blue and told him, hey, he was like, you sliding, ain't it? I'm like, yeah, man. And I just go out the blue and said, put it on me, I'm gonna get it gone. And me and him been saying it ever since. Shout out to my keys, man. Put it on me, I'm gonna get it gone. But I'm gonna give him credit. The We Slide came from him. I know this is my first video, but we got merch dropping too. We Slide gonna be on the front and put it on me. I'm gonna get it gone, gonna be on the back. You stick around, you gonna see how that turn out. There's gonna be some dope content coming from the Trump. Like, comment, subscribe before I go on. I'm gonna give you a minute to do that. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'm gonna give you a minute. But yeah, man, this company treated me great. My fleet manager, shout out to him. He keep me rolling. He know what I'm doing. He know my work ethic. And I own a middle one day. And that was at my orientation. Middle. And I guess how I was running, he caught on to my work ethic. And when he caught on to that, I've been getting loads. Load after load. And they've been running me. Like, my go-to state is Texas. I don't know how it became my go-to state, but Texas is my go-to state. That's why I make my money. Texas, you might as well say it's another country. But you can make some serious money in Texas if you maximize your clock. That's the key thing, maximizing your clock. If you don't maximize the clock, you ain't gonna see no good loads. You gotta maximize that clock. Not saying rush strapping down your load, turning down your load. Make sure you do your load right, man, the first time. Don't try to sit there and rush and don't talk your load, don't secure it right, because that shit can catch up with you. Don't secure that load right. You halfway down the road. If it come off the trailer, that's your license. And that's your job. Like I told y'all in the beginning of the video, protect your license at all costs. It's at times where I might over-secure my load. But it's a good thing that you over-secure your load, because that tells you that it ain't going nowhere. But yeah, I'm making some serious bread. My fleet manager, he keeping me rolling. Like as of right now, I just came out of Texas like a day ago. And I'm in Missouri right now. Now, y'all probably saying in your head how you was in Texas and you in Missouri. They gotta show you that my fleet manager is keeping me rolling. I'm heading down to Louisiana because and taking this load that I got on me now, taking it down to Louisiana. And basically this load is just to get me close to home. Now, this load ain't due until Thursday. But I'm gonna try to drop this load earlier than Thursday, so I can be able to hit 5 loads this week. Yeah, I said 5 loads. Monday, well, last Sunday I got a load of reels. Reels is like those big round things that y'all see on trucks. And it's made out of wood. It's basically like a roll. And they got wires in it, rolled up. I took 2 of them down to Big Springs, Texas. That's the west side of Texas. Almost, it's really like on the other side of Texas. And I took that all the way up. I came out of Carrollton, brought them out of Carrollton, Georgia. 11 hours of drive time. I drove the whole 11 hours. Only time I stopped it was for my 30-minute break. This when I say maximize your clock. Get your food, your drinks, everything that weekend and put in your truck. So when you guys do all this stopping and you can't make your delivery times. This truck that I'm in, if you see 12149 or TMC, you know it's me. Because simple fact, I do not stop unless I'm taking my 30-minute break. I do everything right the first time, so I ain't gotta stop. And you will see the benefits of you not doing all that stopping. When you secure your load right, maximize that clock, you gonna see some money. And you gonna see some top dollar loads. I took that load down to Big Spring, Texas. I drove my whole clock Sunday. And I only had, that was like a 13-hour drive. I only had an hour left to get there. I maximized my clock and pre-planned my trip all the way there. And I got just to the truck stop with 4 minutes left on my clock. If you maximize your clock right, it's gonna get you as far as you can go. And still have time for you to park. I had 4 minutes left. I was able to park, get my 10 hours in, and struck out that morning. Got there, unloaded. I usually don't wait an hour and a half. Waited an hour and a half for my next load. It's usually 30 minutes, probably less than that. Waited an hour and a half for that load. Got that load. I had to go to a place called Rotan, Texas to pick up some wallboard. I picked that up and I headed to Austin, Texas, which is where them 200 some miles. Headed there, but before I headed there, my air went out. That's how I ended up in Missouri, because if something wrong with the truck, most likely the company gonna take care of it. Like the company, they fix on their own trucks half of the time, or you might go to a shop. But for my air, they sent me to the terminal. We got a drop in Missouri. That's how I ended up here. And before I got up, I had to pick up another load. So I went into the shop, loaded, and they were like a couple of hours ago. Picked that up, and now y'all see me back on the road again. Heading out to Louisiana. But man, y'all stick around. This whole channel, with this video right here, to be continued. Y'all stick around, man. I'm bringing y'all some dope content. I don't got no intro right now, but it's coming. I'm working on it. My equipment is not in yet, but once it come in, y'all gonna see it, and they gonna bring y'all in. But man, y'all like, comment, and subscribe, dog. Come bring y'all on this journey with me. There's gonna be some fire in the channel. Like I said, like I said, we got some merch dropping. We slide. Put it on me, I'm gonna get it gone. Stay tuned, man. Peace.